again. Whoa, whoa, I gotta go back to school.
Hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 265. I almost said 4. We're going to talk about Uber riders are canceling for Waymo, and there's a $175 million restitution for drivers that went out. And if you want a new job, Tesla is paying $33 an hour to be a robo-taxi safety coordinator, something like that. So I don't know how long that'll last, but if you're interested, go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything podcast related. I want to mention our Patreon members: Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Frank from Philly, Tom for Volo, Illinois. I will have a story about that.
Right.
Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, Jerry Gillette from Kentucky, and Faith from Las Vegas.
And for Jerry, I just want to say happy birthday. Today is Jerry's birthday, so hope he has a very nice birthday. And,
Awesome.
Make some good memories.
Yeah, for sure. So Tom from Volo, Illinois, he was late listening to the podcast, and he sent me a text. He's like, dude, I'm like 5 minutes from Volo, Illinois. I always just tell people Chicago because no one's ever heard of Volo, Illinois. And we talked about it on the show because
last week,
that's where I visited. So it was kind of cool. So he's like, you need to change it in the Patreon shout out. I was like,
so you're right there in his hometown.
Yes.
And didn't even know it.
Yeah, I think he's not in Volo. I think he's just outside McHenry. I don't know what it is, but so yeah, that was kind of a cool text to get. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Didn't even know that. So
small world.
Yeah, small world for sure. Okay. I lost my train of thought. So for Patreon, I want you to go check that out. There is a free 7-day trial. You can see if it's worth it for you. Definitely check it out. I mean, it's free 7 days. You might as well take a peek. If you join right now, by tonight at 8:10 p.m., we'll have the Patreon bonus podcast where we do after every show, kind of a little after show for people that really enjoy the show and want extra content. Go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ podcast for all that fun stuff. And then we have a Telegram group chat where it's just a place for people to chat, and Larry loves doing this, so I'm going to let him do it.
Yeah, I love our Telegram group. Telegram is just an app, messaging app, but along with sending text, you can also do video or voice messages. When you're out driving, sometimes it's a lot easier to do a voice message. So you can stay in contact with and meet other gig workers all across the country. Talk with like-minded people who do gig work as well, so they know what you're talking about when you talk about the ups and downs of gig work, the joys and the frustrations. And you can make a lot of good friends on there. That's how I got to meet these people and got to be a part of this podcast.
Yeah, we should start a segment like voice message of the week from the Telegram.
Oh, yes.
So if you're listening to some and you think something, just save it and you can send it to me, and I'll be like, this is the message of the week on the Telegram.
Or the clip of the week,
Yeah, kind of, but it'll be
like that.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything great. It's probably going to be just talking normal, and then all of a sudden road rage at like somebody on the road, and then right back to my conversation like nothing happened.
Without missing a beat.
Without missing a beat. Yeah, I think we should do that. That's our new plan. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll play it like after we're doing planning right here, right on the show. After we do talk about it, or right before we go into it, like here's the Telegram clip of the week.
Yeah, right after we introduce Telegram, play the clip.
Yeah, good idea. It's done. Yeah. We've said it live on the air, so it's done.
That's right. We're committed now.
That's for sure. Stories from the road. I freaking forgot. I said long ass route. I don't remember what that was. I think I talked about it. We talked about I ended up going to Kalamazoo, and then it just was a long route. It took me a long time. And we also talked about how you win some, you lose some, and that's in every gig app we do.
Yeah.
You know, you get a nice one and you don't. But with Amazon, if you don't know, you just show up. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how many packages. I mean, roughly, you know how many packages you're going to get.
Yeah. But it
And-
really is a roll of dice as to where you're going. You don't know.
yeah. So if that's not for you, then don't sign up for Flex because there's absolutely no way you'll know. So the first couple ones I got a week ago or a couple weeks ago were great. This one was a little farther, but I made it. It took me downtown for one stop, and I was like, had to almost like park a block and a half away to find parking and then run back to my car. Hope I didn't get a ticket. And that took me in a little bit of the hood where I was like turning my car off because I was too far away. And it wasn't bad per se. It just wasn't my favorite. So
yeah, wasn't the best.
Wasn't the best. That's the only gig work I did. Although I will say, speaking of the Telegram group, we were all on chatting, and was it that day we were? Yeah, that was that
fun.
Day. Yeah, so it was good. So Larry, what about you? Did you do any?
Yeah, that's the first
share?
time we've overlapped working. I think in a hot minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I did get back into the gig work the Thirsty Thursday, college kids. It still just amazes me the amount of humanity walking around at 1:30 in the morning. Just groups of 20, 50, 75 people. There's everywhere, just wandering around, just walking across the streets like there's no cars in the whatsoever. They don't pay attention. They don't look up. At least 3 times I had to stop or I would have run over people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they just don't. They're oblivious to everything. But so I worked Thursday and Saturday. And Saturday night I had a ride. It was a place called the White Squirrel Brewery.
That sounds like a great place.
It is a very good place, very popular in town. So got there and picked up there was a couple. Well, I'm not sure they're a couple because he was I would say a good bit younger than her. She was probably around my age, so a little older. And but she was a talker. She was one of those people just funny, just listen to her funny. So we get in and take off, and I think T Swift was on the radio. She's like, "Oh, you like Taylor Swift?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like some of her stuff." So yeah, not all of it, but I've grown to like a lot of her stuff. And she talks a little bit about that, and then just out of the blue, she's like, "So tell me," she's like, "Hey, driver, what would you do if you were kissing a woman and she used too much tongue, just too much tongue?" And I was like, "Can't say that's happened to me, but I was like, it." I don't know. I don't know if I'd say anything right in the moment. You'd have to play it out and see, is this there's a lot of variables there. Is this a long-term relationship? Is this a one night stand? What is the problem? What's the deal here?
Right.
And, but just first I wasn't sure she was talking to me. And, I kind of looked in the mirror and she said, yeah, I'm talking to you, driver. Or she called me Larry. I can't remember if she called me by name. And so, answer that. And then a little bit later, a few minutes later, I guess on the Octopus tablet, there was a blackjack game or something, because I hear the guy beside her go, "Oh, I would not have taken a hit there. I would have stood." And she's like, "That's because I'm a risk taker. You're not a risk taker. I'm a risk taker. I take a lot of risks." She's like, "Every time I go out with a man, it's taking a risk. Ain't that right, Larry?" And I'm like, "You damn right. You're rolling the dice every time you go out with the guy. That is for sure." She's like, "I like him. I like you. I like you." And just, that kind of
that
banner,
vibe,
the whole ride, just this very, very fun, pleasant conversation, nothing out of the way or nothing weird or anything, just a really fun ride.
I wanted some clarification. What is actually too much tongue? Like, I don't even know. Like, I would have been like, okay, before I answer this, I need you to clarify what is too much. Like, are you choking me with it? Are you?
Yeah. It's one of those things like, you don't know, like right off the, I mean, it was right off the bat, right after we started. So I didn't have any kind of feel of what the dynamics were. Bubba, I didn't know at that, when you first out, you don't know if she's flirting and you don't know if they're in the middle of a fight and she's trying to piss him off. You don't know right off the bat. So you kind of, I was kind of walking the fence there a little bit.
Yeah, you wonder if they were having that conversation before you got in, and they're like, she wanted some clarification from you.
Yeah, because that's just not something that would just pop into my mind to ask a driver 15 seconds after I get in the car.
I've done 10,000 rides and not one person has asked me if there's too much tongue. So like, this is a unique question.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done 15,000 and that's the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not something somebody regularly brings up, but maybe it should. Maybe it should be a topic.
Maybe I should make a little Post-it note and stick up on top of the tablet, question of the week.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I mean, it gets people thinking.
It does. Gets people talking.
Yeah.
Start some conversation.
I think you have to make it like not too controversial, but make it a little edgy so it piques their interest.
Yeah, it's got to be something that, it's not everybody's going to answer the same thing. It's got to create some discussion,
Yeah. Faith, I was be like, hey, just ask ChatGPT to create some questions for you.
Yeah.
Create you could like spell it out. It'd probably give you like 100 of them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
It'd be great. Sure. So, well, that's a good story. I like that. When something's never happened before and there's no puke involved, like.
Exactly. Yeah. Cause we get the same, 5 to 7 questions, like 8 gazillion times, is this your full-time job? How long have you been doing this? What's your funniest story? What's your worst you get all, these same questions over and over. So yeah, when somebody brings up something new or something like that, and especially as it became clear that they weren't in a fight or she wasn't trying to make him, that's just that was just her personality. And, so yeah, that kind of lightens your night up, and you're like, this is good. This gives you some stamina to go a little longer,
right?
To go drive a little bit more.
My irrational thing what you brought up when she said, "Hey driver," that fucking bothers me. Like, hey, what's your name? That would be
see that, and that's why I clarified. I don't remember if she said, "Hey driver," "Hey," I think she said Larry.
Yeah, but I mean, just in general, when people are trying to get your attention, like, I'm like, listen, bitch, I'm a human being. You know what I mean? Like, even with my bus kids, I have kids that I had all year, and they would say, "Bus driver, listen." My name is literally up on the top. It says, Mr. Jason. Stop calling me bus driver, or I will throw your ass out at the next stop.
Well, I just call them passenger.
Yeah, they wouldn't get it though. Bratty kid.
Yeah.
Snot nose.
I mean in the rideshare.
Oh,
yeah, the kids wouldn't get it, but in the rideshare.
Yes, passenger. All right. Well, that was good. That was a good story. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Gig economy in the news, Larry. We want the AI. We don't want the humans driving us around.
No, and it's funny because this is kind of two sides of there's two sides to this coin, but this story specifically is about Waymo in Atlanta, and there's a percentage of people there who are ordering Ubers. Because in Atlanta, Waymo's not using their own app. They're getting rides through the Uber app. And so these people are ordering Ubers and they're declining them when they get one that's driven by a human because they want a Waymo car. And so they interview this guy, one guy, Nate Galasik, I think that's how you pronounce his name, said the Uber app kept pairing him with human drivers, even though he had, selected the option that indicates he preferred to have a Waymo. It said eventually, it matched him with a Waymo. So he said now it's almost like a game to him. He said on average, when he orders an Uber now, it takes him about he declines or cancels on about 20 human drivers.
What? Who's got time for that shit?
He does apparently, and because he said he's done about 35 rides so far in Waymo cars. But yeah, he said it's almost he makes a game out of it and see how many he has to cancel before he gets a Waymo.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of places like Phoenix and San Francisco, Waymo has its own app, so you don't have to worry about that. You know you're going to get a Waymo car,
right?
But here they're actually going through the Uber app. But he said he works as an assistant director for TV and film. He said he usually drives home after a long day on the set. He said he's waited for the day, dreamt about the day when he could just pass out, go to sleep on the way to work and back, where he didn't have to worry about it and doesn't have to worry about getting judged by the driver.
Yeah.
So they talked to several different people there in Atlanta who are doing the same thing. And we were always wondering, how long is it going to take people? Are there going to be people who are really against taking a Waymo. But this is the opposite end of that spectrum. These are people who don't want anything but the Waymo. So,
I mean, we've talked about it before with the safety issues. I mean, not with like car crashes, but like, creepers and stuff like that. And shit, I just watched a video today on Reddit. The Uber driver was driving a Tesla. He was dozing off. You know what I mean? Like,
really,
so, and I ain't judging him because, like, I mean, I don't think I've ever dozed with a passenger in the car, but we all get sleepy driving sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, those kind of things we can eliminate if we don't have a driver.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't want to promote getting rid of income for people, but also, I don't know. I mean, it's
nice to have a choice. If you want the Waymos, then choose the Waymos. But if you want a human driver, then there's going to be plenty of those available as well.
Yeah, and I think for a long time, we're going to have human drivers, and I think AI or self-driving is going to replace some of the food delivery too. I just think,
Sure.
Although people will get so lazy that they won't want to go down to the car to get the food. They'll want, because I don't know a robot that's going to be doing that. You're not going to have an autonomous car and a robot that's going to, I mean, maybe like 100 years.
It'll happen faster than you think.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to have a robot and an autonomous car, and he's going to get, oh God, if we see that in my lifetime, I'm going to say my ancestor or my kids and their kids, and they're doomed. They're fucking doomed. If we got robots driving and then actually getting out of the car delivering the food.
Well, I mean, it's no different than us getting out of the car and delivering the food. The people don't, they don't have to get out now.
I guess I was making the point, like, it'll be fine because people will get lazy and they don't want to come to the car. And then I'm like, oh shit, what if they put a robot in there that gets out and carries it up to the door? Then we're screwed.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Larry's like,
as drivers, yeah.
Yeah, you better find. Well, I'm not gonna have to worry about it.
Yeah,
I think about my job as a school bus driver. I'm like, I don't think that would ever get replaced. I mean, maybe autonomous driving, but there would still be an adult on the bus. They would have to be.
Yeah, and the way, I mean, a bus driver, that's such a specialized situation because you have to let the kids get off. You have to
so
wait
many
different amount of times. There's so many variables that you're looking at.
Yeah,
I think it would take a while before people would feel comfortable with an autonomous bus.
Oh yeah,
or school bus. Anyway.
What about that? What can I say? 100 years for that?
No, I don't think it'll take that long.
Oh my gosh, you're saying less than that for that?
Oh yeah, then speed with which AI is changing everything is, I think it's hard for us to even grasp how fast things are changing.
Well, if you really look at something, when I say 100 years, right? Mm-hmm. So it's 2025. So 100 years ago was 1925. I don't think they had the car out yet. What is the Model T, like the early 30s? No, maybe it was in the 17s. I think it was in the teens, I think. So maybe they had a car out. But, I mean, nothing much.
First practical gasoline-powered automobiles, 1885.
That's bullshit. That didn't happen. the standard for automobile is Henry Ford's Model T.
No, that he was the standard for mass production.
Of okay.
Cars.
Sorry.
He didn't invent the car.
Yeah, I should have clarified that. Mass production. Yeah, but way to bust my fucking conversation, Larry. I'm just trying to make a point, and you're like, no, 1800s.
Crushed.
I guess my point is, it could happen. Look at the technology. I mean, Can you imagine the people before the Great Depression? You give them a smartphone, and they're like, "Here, this is people from India or Australia," and they're like, "What are those places?"
Yeah, I mean,
like they wouldn't even know.
No reference point. Yeah, I mean, I'm still, and I'm sure you remember too. But I mean, I remember when making a phone call to my cousins in Indiana, the next state over, was a big deal because it was long distance.
Right.
You had to pay long distance.
It was a special time,
so we didn't get to do that. That was
that
was a big deal.
So I agree with you. 100 years is going to be
100 years. It would be so cool to be able to see what I don't think we would even recognize much of a life, day-to-day life.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I know this is not the topic, but like even the highway system hasn't changed much though. Like, I mean, they've added
highway system wasn't even here.
I know, but my point is like, I don't know. anyways, moving on. We're not gonna. But I'm just saying to wrap up my point. 100 years is a lot of tech.
Yes, a lot of tech.
So, all right, this is exciting for me. I did a TikTok about it. No, this was from a customer side. No more backdoor deliveries or side. It says, please update delivery location to further enhance driver safety. Deliveries will no longer be made to the side porches or back doors. Please update your delivery preference to an available option using the link provided below. If you do not select a new location by August 31, 2025, deliveries will be automatically be made to your front door. So, that's not mine. I saw it on Reddit, but on the customer side, I think this is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't follow the rules much anyways. If it's dark, if it's light out, like all my Kalamazoo stuff, if it said back door, I walked back there. I'm fine in the broad daylight.
Yeah. It's a whole different story when it's dark.
Yeah. And so, oh man, the discussion on the TikTok is like, well, my front door is actually my side door and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, bro, like, let's calm down.
And that's Amazon Flex.
It's going to be both. I mean, DSP and Amazon Flex. Sorry, did I not clarify that?
Well, Bubba Sue just clarifying.
Oh, sorry. I thought, maybe without the context of the picture, but it's Amazon. That was from the customer side, so I would assume it would be Flex and the DSPs. We kind of do everything hand in hand. We're basically just like them, but we're independent contractors and they're employees. Yeah. That's all it is. So I think it's good. I think it's a safety thing. I mean, I'm not going to a back door in the middle at late at night or at 4 a.m. Like,
I've had that request on food delivery before at night.
Oh, like,
no,
no. So what's going to happen, and this is my opinion, that people are still going to complain, but I don't think we're going to get dinged for it.
Right. Yeah,
they're gonna like, well, I said put it in the back. Well, sir, we don't do that anymore for safety reasons. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've rolled up. I did a couple of like 3:30 a.m.s ones back when they first came out, and I rolled up this motherfucker sitting on his porch, like passed out at 4 a.m, like it was on the weekend. Like I mean, what happens if he's just sitting there with a pistol in his hand? And he wakes up and he's like, what the fuck you doing? Boom, boom. You know what I mean? But during the daytime, I can see what's going on and make, a decision on where to put the package and stuff like that. So I think this is great. I think it's going to piss a lot of people off as customers, but.
Oh, I'm sure it will, but let's get over it.
I'd be mad. I'd be surprised how many, like, is it 80% have a front door and they're fine with it? And it's like 20% that are going to have, an issue with it. I don't know.
Yeah. And I can't imagine being a customer and asking somebody to come deliver something to my back door at, 3 a.m.
Yeah, but you're reasonable.
Well, yeah, apparently. In some things, I guess.
Me too. And I don't want anyone poking around in the back anyway.
No. I see somebody poking around in my backyard. If I wake up, I'm half asleep. Even if I told them to come back there, if I'm in a sleep fog, man, I'm liable to start popping off rounds.
Right. Well, you don't remember that you ordered that thing. Like, I even tell Megan, and I do it too. Like, if I'll get next day, I don't pick the 4 a.m. time slot. I pick after that because I just don't want them here at that time.
No.
Waking my dogs up. Let's see. Someone said no. Sorry, I was on TikTok. My bad.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments there too.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I didn't really notice. Apologize for that. No one says I'm a night owl. Okay, well that's good. What does that have to do with the delivery?
So yeah, he's usually up. So he's.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
ready and waiting for the delivery.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Schedule it for that time. If you're up, that's fine. Sure. I think it's general. I just don't want to fuck with dogs and stuff like that. So Steve's spamming in the live here. When this live is over, I'll be Podbean going over some topics. Be Podbean? Be on Podbean? Oh my God, Steve, don't make me ban your ass. Jeez, you didn't even ask.
The band hammer's coming down.
So yeah, either way, I think this is a good fit for everyone, for the customer. If you don't like it, then fucking order from Walmart. I don't know. All right, Larry, rideshare drivers were getting paid. I did not read this one, so I'm interested I try to read them when we start, but
before I start though, do you think we'll start to see Walmart follow suit where they're not delivering to back doors or side doors? Or
I do. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Although we don't typically do sorry, Josh's comment. I don't think he would, but I don't think I would spam it.
One way to find out.
I'd ask him first.
There's one way to find out.
Now, yes. See, I like you, Steve. You asked for forgiveness. Like, absolutely. Fucking go watch Steve's show. God damn it.
Definitely. We appreciate Steve a lot. He's a huge supporter of the show. We appreciate him very much.
Yes, for sure. No one on TikTok says sounds dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous. Oh, back to the Walmart. I think a lot of deliveries happen during daytime hours. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I think I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. I'm just glad that they started what we talked about last week, where they got the geofence now to keep all the like campers away from the pickup spots. I'm happy about that. So
yeah, no one on TikTok said order duct tape and shovels for a 3 a.m. delivery.
I mean, that would be odd from Amazon. Although you don't really know what it is. I don't know. Can you order a shovel from Amazon?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like, how does it come though? Oh, probably just in a long box, right?
Yeah. You know, they'll box up just anything.
I know, but some of that stuff they send without a box.
Yeah. I mean, you can buy furniture on there.
Well, that comes in like a bigger truck, but I'm just like, oh yeah, I guess you can. Big old shovel. $25. Why did I think they wouldn't do it? But yeah, that'd be a weird delivery. You'd be like,
it would definitely
what's
be
happening?
All right, so let's move on before we get stuck here on Josh's OnlyFans.
I'm in. Send me the link.
All right, so this story is about a big settlement that happened in Massachusetts. So yeah, rideshare drivers are going to get their share of $175 million in restitution. So they had a big lawsuit there that got settled. It was between Uber, Lyft, and the state attorney general's office. It was about the same things that we see the lawsuits everywhere, whether they're whether they should be employees, whether they're getting screwed out of benefits, whether they should have a guaranteed hourly wage. So out of this $175 million that's going to be distributed to the drivers, Uber paid $148 million and Lyft paid $27 million. And it says that, what a discrepancy there. It says most drivers who drove more than 8 miles per week from July 2020 to July 2024 are entitled to a payment. I wonder if you have to have driven every single week or if it's just an average there.
I mean, they have the data if you've driven.
Yeah. So yeah, it says close to 70,800 drivers should receive checks. And under this new settlement, along with the money they're getting, drivers are now going to receive a minimum of $33.48 an hour for time that actually spent driving to pick up passengers and taking them to their destinations.
Where is this?
It was Massachusetts.
Holy shit.
So this will increase annually by 30% or the rate of inflation. Agreement also guarantees paid sick leave, access to health insurance, stipend, and occupational accident insurance. And also last year, Massachusetts voters granted rideshare drivers the ability to unionize. The new app drivers union has about 70,000 members and is a big player, they say, in the opposition movement against the autonomous vehicles.
Of course. Yeah, Bubba, so just to clarify, that's active time.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you do a 10-minute drive, you're not getting $33. It's whatever that is divided by 10 minutes. I'm not doing the math. But it's still a lot. Like if you stayed, like think about it this, if you were on a Friday night from 9p to 2a, you're back-to-back rides. I mean, you're making $33 an hour. Plus they get a stipend for like to buy healthcare and shit. Like that's wild.
I'm trying to do the math here on
Oh.
how much that would be.
What's the rule?
70,000. I know. I was trying to do it while you're talking. Here. So that would be, the amount that, what they say there, 175 million divided by 70,000 drivers. That's about $2,471.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Bubba Sue. Thank you.
Chump change.
Yeah. Steve, thanks for the super chat. If you agree Josh is a troll, then smack that like. Yeah. Yeah. Smack it, baby. Bubba Sue, thank you. She knows the rules. No math in the show.
She does.
Josh says it's not all that good for drivers, though. I mean, what do you mean by that? Because to me, if it's, especially if you're driving in Bowling Green, Grand Rapids, Michigan, wherever, you're not making $33.40 an hour. You're not. Like, I'm just saying, even if you could stay busy.
Not consistently.
Well, I mean, just take the hypothetical where you were busy from 9 to 2. You're not making $33 an hour. Not anymore.
No.
I mean, back in the day, maybe. So I don't think it's all that horrible. But that's just me. I mean, I don't want to be an employee, but if they're going to give me this, where I get a stipend for healthcare and all this other shit, I mean, I'm not going to say no to it.
Sure.
I mean, but I also don't want to lose my ability to go on the, the app where I can, if that locks it out like New York did, I will have a problem with that. So
yeah. That just creates a lot of problems when they start locking them out like that.
Peter, Larry, remind Jason the rule is he's supposed to read the articles before the show and do that math, brother.
What's up, Pete? You tell him.
I got to go up. Traveler said I just got a shovel in the box. So I want to know the story. I assume it came in a box. I knew it wasn't going to be foldable, but like in my head, I have gotten stuff where that's not been like, it can't be boxed, but they have like a shipping label on it. I know it sounds stupid, but I just go to my Home Depot or Lowe's and get a shovel. But anyways, that's funny. Steve, shovel in a box is better than getting D in a. I mean, depends on who you ask.
I mean, ask John. He got a whole box of them.
Yeah, I mean,
and he thoroughly enjoyed them.
Yeah, just depends on who you ask.
That's right.
All right, thank you for that. We're not getting into that, so we don't care. I do feel at some point before we die, we're going to get some lawsuit for something. Like they're going to be like, in Michigan, were you a rideshare driver from 2000, whatever it was, 8 to or 2016, or I don't remember what it was, not 2000.
Oh yeah. It's, I mean, odds are it's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Traveler too lazy. Oh, I'm the worst traveler. Like I fucking order everything so I don't have to go to the store. All right, this is another Amazon thing, and I thought this was interesting. This is request your standing history in the Amazon Flex app. The standings feature in the Amazon Flex app gives you information about your recent delivery history so you know where your deliveries stand against program expectations and how you can continuously improve while delivering with Amazon Flex. Starting today, you can request a full record of your standing history, including all delivery issues that have contributed to your standing, your eligibility to deliver with Amazon Flex to date, and that explains how. So I guess it's kind of cool. I haven't requested it. I think it's good to look at. The only problem is, I mean, I look at it when they send it to me, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
I mean, I recently got dinged because they said, we would really love you to deliver all your packages. Well, I delivered. Some customer reported that they didn't get their package. Like, what the fuck? You saw me scan it. You saw me at the house. What'd you think I did with it?
Yeah.
I took a picture. Yeah, it's in your servers. And they dinged me. I looked at my rating. It went down. And that stays there for like 30 days. Or maybe it's every 500 deliveries or 100 deliveries, like every package. But I'm just saying, I did everything right. I left it. It's not my fault they reported it. But so I guess my point is, requesting the history doesn't really mean much other than like just more information.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's the same thing with our, driver ratings. You can look and see the 1 stars or the 3 stars, whatever you've gotten, but you can't really do much about it.
Well, at least with the Flex app, it says why you're getting dinged. Like, didn't deliver it, or
Yeah, so at least you have some information.
a few reasons, yeah, and you can appeal it too.
Yeah.
They'll tell you to get bent, but you can at least appeal it. So
yeah.
Some Amazon drivers have people follow behind. Yeah, I know. We definitely have seen that. That is not uncommon to hear.
Yeah, we've played videos on here. We played one last week of people stealing the food delivery driver stealing Amazon package, or assuming it was an Amazon package on the porch.
I guess my point is, though, Amazon has all the data that I did deliver it. Why am I getting dinged for this? Like, tell the customer, like, oh, we're sorry, we'll take care of it, but don't tell the driver anything. Like he fucking did it. You see the picture. Unless they're not, they can't look at it. It only goes to the customer. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could be one of those delivery people. You lay it down the hook, take a picture, and then you pick it back up and walk off with it.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Because we're not. Yeah, we don't think like that.
I know.
I don't do that.
We don't do that. Yeah, I don't even think.
I don't know what that says about me that I thought of that. So, but that's for another discussion.
Well, we know your background. We know you were a hellraiser when you were younger.
Yeah, that's what they say.
All right, Larry, Amazon grocery delivery expansion, I hope.
Yeah, so Amazon has tried numerous times to have success with delivering fresh food and groceries. They've tried partnering with a bunch of different companies, but it was just clunky. You had to go through different apps, and there was different fees depending on who you ordered with. Amazon tried rolling out their own app. That didn't go so well. So now they're trying again. Says they're rolling out same day delivery of fresh food to over 1,000 cities, which is pretty big move.
Yeah.
They say it's their most significant grocery expansion ever. Now you can order, perishable food items like, milk, meat, seafood, right alongside with, your shovel that you're ordering from Amazon, whatever else you order from Amazon, you can do it all at one time. So it says it's, like I said, over the past, it partnered with a lot of local grocery stores like Amazon Fresh and Whole Foods, but it just didn't work out. It's too clunky. So now in these locations, these 1,000 locations that they're going to be doing, you can have same day delivery. It's going to be free if you're a Prime member and you order over $25. Has a $2.99 fee if the order doesn't meet that $25 minimum. If you don't have a Prime subscription, you can use the service for a $12.99 fee with no order minimum. And it says they're going to try to expand it to 2,300 cities by the end of the year and more places in 2026. So,
well, I think
they did trial it.
Yeah, I think the story correlates. We talked about it either last week or the week before when we were talking about. Remember, I read that one. I was kind of confused that you're going to be delivering food with your package. Like it was like a Whole Foods thing or something like that.
Yeah,
I think this is what this is about.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good comeback on that story that we did earlier.
Yeah, I think this is what it is. So that is interesting. So you're going to get your shovel and a gallon of milk or something like that. I mean,
you get thirsty digging them holes.
I mean, as long as it's packaged appropriately, like I in my head, I'm imagining like plastic grocery bags, like from Walmart. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh God, this is going to be a nightmare. You got a bunch of boxes and like eggs sliding around. I assume it's going to be packaged appropriately.
Yeah.
Did they list any of the markets by chance or not? I know it's 1,000. So
yeah, I just said 1,000. They may they didn't in this story. You may be able to find it online somewhere, but it does not say it in this story here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that because honestly, Amazon has tried to get into the grocery game. They have Amazon Fresh and I don't know why it hasn't worked because they want to beat Walmart, and Walmart's got the niche for food delivery right now for groceries.
Yeah, I'm just happy because Bezos got married. He's got to support this wife in the style she's accustomed to. So I'm glad he can. Hopefully, he'll make a little money.
I hope so. I hope he takes good care of her. So, Steve, order shovel, plastic wrap, a lime, and rope. Yeah, the lime, random lime.
We just. We just talked about that.
Yeah, but I mean, just having the different things, the shovel, like because you can get food and other stuff. Yeah. That's the whole point of it. So
yeah.
All right, $33 an hour if you wanted.
Well, Depends on what kind of lime he's talking about. Is it LYME? Because
Oh.
you lime to dissolve the body.
Good, very good clarification. You're right. If it's lime to dissolve the body.
There you go. That's what he was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My bad.
I'm watching too much Dexter. You can tell.
Right. So New York City is the new place that these robo-taxis are coming. I'm not sure why they're asking for people, or maybe this is just what the title, they're just talking about it because there's so many hoops they have to jump through to get through New York to get permission to do all that. The gig pays $33.66 an hour, but not all drivers will be paid the same. A test operator one can make between $25.25 and $27.60 at an hour base pay, while test operator two drivers earn between $28.75 and $30.60 an hour base. Minimum wage for large employers in New York City is $16.50, which is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
In New York. It's hilarious for Michigan. Anyone working afternoon or night shifts makes 10% more. And it would bring your base pay to $33.66. So, looks like it's going to be like a flexible schedule, like Tuesday through Saturday or Sunday through Thursday. Maybe some weekend times, obviously, and maybe some nighttime shit like that. But Tesla's also hiring test drivers in other cities. There's links already posted for those: Texas, Florida, and California. So. There was something in this article that okay, hold on. Because you know that you're going to chuckle at this. It's down at the end. Shit, I don't know. I'll just, I won't do it verbatim. But basically he says that most of the country is going to have autonomous driving by the end of the year.
Yeah. I remember reading
Well,
that.
I know.
Yeah. He so overpromises under
know.
delivers. It's like, dude, you're supposed to go the other way.
I know. I'm just like, no, you've said so many things before and it's just fallen flat. So no, that's not going to happen. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why he would.
Because he's stupid.
That.
He doesn't have a. I mean, does he have a PR director? Because like they're clearly just a worthless. Or he just tells him to shut up and he just does what he wants.
Yeah, just fires him and gets another one, I guess. But yeah, apparently things are moving ahead with his project in Nashville, though.
Yeah, have you seen drivers in? Like, are they in? Sorry,
no, the tunnel, the tunnel that they're building.
They're building a tunnel in Nashville?
Yeah, I told you that we did that story. Or maybe it was the week you're off. Yeah, they're doing one of his boring company.
Yeah. I know he has.
Yeah,
that.
He has a tunnel. He's done one in Las Vegas, so they're doing one from the Nashville airport to downtown.
Really?
So, yeah, it's gonna be a loop. Yeah. Yep.
And it's gonna be one of those high speed trains.
Well, basically, it's just a tunnel, and it has Tesla cars in it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was on the fact that it was going to be like a high speed train underneath there.
Yeah, we can't have high speed trains.
I don't know, Larry. Do I look like a fucking geologist? I don't know.
No, I'm just saying our government is so screwed up. They have bullet trains in Japan that go 250 miles an hour, and we can't, we can't.
Dude,
for some reason we can't figure it out.
We're so ass backwards on so many things. It's wild.
But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm interested to see how well it goes because there's a lot. There's a lot of people opposed to it.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah, a lot of controversy, but there's a Republican governor, and he's kind of giving him the go ahead.
Okay, so is it a done deal, and they're going to start soon, or?
I mean, they announced it a few weeks ago, and next thing you know, they're having a ribbon cutting, and it sounds like it's a go.
Okay.
It sounds like they're moving ahead.
I mean, how do you prepare for something like that? The amount of red tape of like you got utilities around, you got. God damn.
Well, that's why you go underground.
But you still have utilities underground. Unless you go below.
This tunnel is way under what any utility is.
Oh, really?
It's down there like 30 feet or something. It's under any utilities.
How many miles is it going to be?
I mean, I'd have to look and see. It's probably like, I don't know, 15 miles, something like that.
Oh, okay. Dude, that's exciting. I would be dope. I'd be excited if that was happening in my city, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to build, but I'll try it out.
In the next 100 years?
It'll be done. If it gets done, I'll say it'll be done in 2 years.
All right. Sounds good.
Waymo in the news.
All right. Got 11-second video about Waymo. I don't know. They're trying to change lanes. They love each other. I don't know. Of course, the music.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out.
Yeah. They're
It's
basically
like those stunt drivers, man. That
Yeah.
cross
going back and
in front
forth.
of each other.
At least they use their blinkers.
Yeah, I mean they do. The one we saw, a week or two ago, where it made the illegal left turn.
Yeah.
He had his blinker on.
Had his blinker on. He let everyone know.
Yep,
He
that's
was-
good.
He was
Yeah.
turning
I'm
left.
getting ready to do an illegal left turn, just so you know.
Right, for sure. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like that stuff doesn't bother me. It's just more fun now. It's just fun.
It is, yeah. It is fun to watch him do, just interesting things.
For sure. I'm gonna skip the ad part of it. I'll jump into the Lyft shares soaring today.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I was just in my stash looking at it and I didn't see it was soaring to me.
Well, this was a few days ago. So
Okay.
this was on the 15th, so 5 days ago.
Okay.
So yeah, Lyft shares jumped 9.5% in the afternoon session. And the reason they jumped is because its co-founders said they're stepping down from the board.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I didn't-
exactly
really?
why it happened. Yeah. The co-founders, of course, they're not running the company now.
True.
But they are on the board, so they do have influence. So they're going to exit the board in August. So like this month.
Wow.
It's been planned, so it's not something out of the blue. It was that they had a 2-year transition plan where they stepped down, on the board, and then now they knew they were going to be leaving the board, and they're also selling a bunch of shares. So now they have, of course, they're owners, so they had this special Class B shares. They're going to convert those to regular shares. So there's not going to be 2 class of shares for them. So it's going to be equal voting rights for all the shareholders, which is always a good thing. So yeah, some people say this is a good thing, and people seem to be pretty pumped about it. I said the stock was up 9.5% that afternoon. A lot of people, I know Lyft's stock has been pretty much trash.
Yeah.
But you keep reading. A lot of people are talking about buying Lyft. It's got potential.
I mean, I don't understand why those two. I mean, I understand why it can fluctuate a market or a brand if there's big movement, but I don't know how this would make it better with those two leaving.
I don't know. I think people may people might think they've been there too long. It's time
Could be
for some fresh blood.
Yeah,
you might like what Reisner's doing. The new CEO. Who knows?
Yeah, could be a multitude of things, but I understand why it flexed. I'm just like, okay, these guys are already. It's not like it's a surprise. It's not like they emailed that morning like we're done.
Yeah, and it's all perspective. You'll have half the analysts to say, okay, this is a reason to buy, and the other half to go, oh, this is a reason to sell, and they don't care what you do because they make money when you trade. So they just want you to do something,
right? Josh, they're like, get rid of Dara, get rid of David Rishner or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you just hate him because he ain't doing what you want. It doesn't matter who's in there. You know what I mean? If they were doing something great, would you want? I mean, I guess that's obvious. If they were good, you'd want to keep them in there. But I don't know. I don't. I think Dara. Yeah, Bubba Sue. I was gonna say. I think Dara's worse. I think he's kind of a dirtbag. He just seems like a dirtbag.
Need to bring back what's his name?
Oh, that guy was a dirtbag. God, what was his name?
I don't know. Starts with
Travis.
Travis, yeah.
Travis Colonist-squee.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that.
As a little detour, have you ever watched the movie Founder about Ray Kroc?
Yes. My son and I watched together.
Okay, I watched it with my. I took every couple weeks. I'll take food down to my mom and pop, and watch movies and stuff with him for a little bit. And we watched that one last night. Man, that dude was an ass. God,
oh, dude, it's shady.
He screwed the heck out of the McDonald brothers. So
yeah.
If you've never seen that movie, watch it. It's pretty good.
It's really good. It's you think McDonald's was the OG, but it kind of is a little dirt behind there.
It will make you feel sorry for the McDonald brothers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that guy was shady.
He was.
All right, moving on. Giant nagging mosquitoes. This is a drone one that I actually gave to me. I can't believe I did that. It's not. It really. Oh, what happened to my website? Sorry, it's some.
Why are you looking at that, Steve? Yeah, I've watched Super Pumped. I think Jason has.
I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. So
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it.
Okay, so obviously, one thing I didn't know about is these drones have been around for a while. We talked about, I think, Larry and I with Zipline, which works with Walmart. Yeah. They were delivering a bunch of stuff in Rwanda in 2016, and launched a drone delivery to households in Iceland in 2017 with DoorDash. So it's been around for a while, but I guess there's been a lot of like red tape, and finally, they just ruled. The FAA ruled that they can use these drones without line of sight now.
Mm-hmm.
So
that is a huge change.
That's a huge change. So now they're starting to ramp it up. They've been kind of just treading water a little bit with it, but unlike traditional drones, Wings drones can carry packages 2.5 pounds up to 12 miles. One pilot can oversee up to 32 drones. Zipline has a drone that can carry up to 4 pounds and fly 120 miles round trip. Some drones, like Amazon's, can even carry heavier packages. Obviously, the pros: the unmanned aircraft offers reduced emissions and improved access to goods for rural residents. So this is the cons is what I want to focus on.
Yeah. I highlighted this.
Yeah. So University of Missouri St. Louis supply chain instructor, I'm not pronouncing that, says it costs about $13.50 per delivery to carry a package by drone versus $2 for a traditional vehicle. Oh, how embarrassing. You wrote that? You wrote that down? That's so sad.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is. Like, that's so expensive. And it's more than $2. Let's face it. Like, I guess it is if somebody. So. Yeah. Plus, drones need well-trained employees to oversee them and can have a hard time in certain weather, and also can have mid-air collisions or fall from the sky. Blah, blah, blah. The worst part for them, the noise. They can sound like a giant nagging mosquito. So
again, that $2, that just must be like the operational cost of the car. I mean, that's not counting what they're paying the driver.
I think it is.
No, $2.
I mean,
maybe.
Well, they're getting their operational costs probably from the customer. When they charge them the fees and everything. I think they're saying, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I thought they were saying it costs DoorDash $2 because they have to pay out $2 for a driver to do it. I think that's what they're saying.
Oh, man.
Or are you saying what are you thinking they're saying?
Well, it's just the operational cost of a vehicle. Like, even if it was an autonomous car, it's $2 worth of whatever.
Oh, no, because they don't own the vehicle, though.
Right.
They're only paying $2 for that driver to go. The driver has to take care of the maintenance and
That's true. Yeah.
That's all true. His overhead. That's why it's ridiculous when you guys take deliveries for $2. Like, what are you doing? Value yourself a little bit. God, about ready to go on a rant. But I mean, again, I could be wrong, but I think they're basically saying what DoorDash has to spend to get that McDonald's delivered is $2 because that's what they paid the driver.
Yeah.
Everything else is on the driver. So
yeah. So you think in our lifetime we're gonna be walking down this, taking our nightly walk around the block, and there are just gonna be drones flying
100%
everywhere, dropping off food and packages and.
I believe it. I believe that more than this autonomous driving because there's so much red tape with that, and there's so many variables. I mean, I guess there is variables with weather with drones too, but I don't know. I think you'll see drones a more regular thing than you're going to see, at least in my area, than you're going to see, autonomous cars, honestly.
So I just need to start up Larry's weed drone delivery program.
And that'll even take longer because that's a legality thing. I can't imagine they're not going to do booze that way. You got to ID them.
Yeah, you can't. You got to ID them. Yeah,
and you got to ID in person. You can't be freaking.
And that's one thing I noticed when I started doing the food delivery here, recently kind of turned on. All my alcohol, like Uber Eats alcohol, they're all like this. They're like $2 to $3 is what they offer on them. I'm like, and I decline them. I'm like, I'm not dealing with the hassle of having to scan somebody's ID and all that for $2 to $3.
I know. See, the alcohol stuff that I see is usually pretty good because people are like, they're tipping because they want
it. The only ones I've got have been, all under $4.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not like it was right there. It was, it was a couple miles for the delivery too. And I'm like, there ain't no way I'm going through that because I've just not had great experience with the alcohol delivery. You get the college kids that have the fake IDs, or you get there and like, oh, you don't really need to see it, do you? I'm like, oh, you don't really need to drink this, do you?
Yeah. I haven't had really a problem with it. I haven't had to deal with college kids other than that one I took over 4th of July where the guy was like, why didn't you leave it here? Are you fucking stupid? Like,
why didn't you leave your money here?
Right. Like, I don't like, it's just the law, bro. Like, I'd leave it. If DoorDash let me, I would definitely leave it. I'm not going to lie. I'd leave it and get the frick out of there. But, it's the freaking law, and I don't want to get charged, and B, I want to keep my job. So, get bent. Last but
rule follower.
What's that?
Look at you being a rule follower.
I try. Trust me. For the most part. Last topic, Ace Pickleball. Another pickleball indoor. Didn't we talk about this? I feel like the verbiage is different, but
maybe we did. Well, we're going to talk about it again. if we did, because I'm old enough to have forgotten about it.
Yeah, same.
So anyway, this is another announcement of another collaboration with DoorDash. We've been talking, over the past year. They are partnering with anybody and everybody, and this is a deal they made with a company called Ace Pickleball Club. It's kind of sounds like an very upscale pickleball club. So they've entered a multi-year partnership where DoorDash becomes the official on-demand delivery and pickup platform of Ace Pickleball Club. So every club is going to have a designated delivery zone where members and guests can go and receive their orders. Also gives them access to a bunch of discounted promotions on deliveries, things like that. So it also designates DoorDash as the multi-year sponsor of the members-only Ace Pickleball Club Championship Series, which is it's a competition that runs across all their locations and ends in a national championship with a $250,000 prize pool.
Okay.
Yeah, so not bad. So here's why I say this is an upscale club. It says this partnership reflects the company's focus on enhancing the member experience. The Pickleball Club promotes an all-day open play model on its professional-grade courts, which are divided by skill level and are equipped with PlaySight technology, which provides instant highlight reels to players' phones.
Yeah, that's pretty common now.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can get something for your rec games too. I don't know how accurate it is, but I looked at the picture that they got in there. I mean, that's high. Like, I've been to a couple places, and they're, like, basically warehouses. They're not dumpy by any means, but it's not, like, beautifully lit up like this or, painted very nice like this.
Yeah.
But
so we have one indoor pickleball place. I've not heard anything about it yet. It used to be like an indoor place where you could pay and go for, like, Little League players to get better, take training on pitching or hitting and things like that. And I guess they weren't getting enough business, or they just think they would make a lot better money. They switched it over to a pickleball facility, indoor pickleball facility.
Yeah. There's a place I go in Zealand, same. It still has the pitching machine and stuff like that, but half of it they made pickleball courts.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, me and my wife, we keep wanting to play, but we just haven't gotten around to it.
These higher end ones are popping up too. There's one called Pickle and Pin, I think, by us. And yeah, it has like a bar and a restaurant and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, so it's be like Top Pickle instead of Top Golf.
yeah, basically, yeah. So, well, good old DoorDash always sticking their nose in everything, but hey, when you got the money, so.
Yep.
All right, folks, thank you so much for listening. What time is it? It is 8:02. So in 8 minutes, we'll be live on the Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/thegigicon podcast, and there you can sign up for a 7-day trial. You can do it right now, and you can see us
right
again.
this second.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff to talk about. Lots of stuff.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. And we'll be back next week at Wednesday at 7 p.m. And
7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern. Larry, what do you got going on? I forgot this weekend. Any work?
This weekend I'll be working, I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any out of town plans or anything, no traveling. See you later, Pete. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be going out tomorrow night, Thursday, and plan on probably working Saturday as well.
Thursday, Friday for me is Whitecaps. Saturday, I'm actually going to a Whitecaps with my family. They give us free tickets, so we finally did a game. And
nice.
Sunday, I'm driving for old people, so I don't think I'll be doing any gig work this week.
Hey, Seth. Seth's popping up for the very last second.
He's like, it's time change. He's like, yeah, they're ready to go. It's like, nope, we're done. We're done.
Good to see you, Seth.
All right. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
All right. Peace
Good
out.
night, everybody.
See you, Seth.
Take care, man. Come join the Patreon.
Yeah.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.